Well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. It is a pleasure to welcome all of you who have joined us for this very special Shabbat of song. And indeed, we will be literally rocking and a-rolling in the aisles as we enjoy the beauty of Shabbat and the majesty and glory of tremendous music that will fill our hearts, our souls, and this space and beyond. And not only are we welcoming all of you who are here within our sanctuary tonight, but there are many who are unable to travel or who are on beds of illness, who are hospitalized or infirmed at home, and we welcome them over our live webcast as we do each and every Shabbat. We say Shabbat Shalom, and we hope good health will soon bring you back into our midst physically. And now to follow along with our service, for I know we have many congregants with us, many family members, and many guests. So please, we are all going to need a Mishkan Tefillah in the front row. They're under your seats, or they're right in front of you. You may find that the written word enhances the beauty of Shabbat, or you may want to just sit back and take it all in. We are not only here to enjoy the beauty of Erev Shabbat, but to celebrate an entire weekend with one very special young lady, and that is Sarah Wagman, who will become a bat mitzvah tomorrow afternoon. So Sarah, I'm going to invite you to come forward now with your parents, Mark and Felice, and your sister Allie, so that you may light the candles and bless the wine. Page 120 for the candle blessing, followed page 123 with the Kiddush. Felice, if you'll just light the candles.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu li'ad nikner shel Shabbat.
And Sarah, if you'll hold up your Kiddush cup, and we will join you at the appropriate time.
Eloheinu melech haolam.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzanu v'shabbat kodesh v'halal v'ratzanu tzikanu l'maaseh v'reishi, ki'u yom tehillah l'mikra'ei kodesh, zecher yetziat Mitzrayim. Kivaynu v'charta, v'yotanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodeshecha, v'ahava uvratzon, inchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen.
L'chaim. It's juice, you can enjoy it. Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
We'll continue in our prayer books with the chanting of Lecha Dodi, page 138.
Hey, Honey Shabbat. Honey Shabbat. Honey Shabbat. Kabbalah. Shama v'zachor v'diburecha. Hishmianu eham yuchad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad. Hashem otiferet ve'eli ilah. Aleh chatilit apanei. Lechadodi lekrakla. Honey Shabbat. Honey Shabbat. Honey Shabbat. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha. Ki imikor haberecha. Mebroush v'kedem nesucha. Sohov ma'aseh. Sohov ma'aseh. V'machashva tehila. Olecha. Honey Shabbat. Hishmani Kabbalah. Lechadodi lekrakla. Honey Shabbat. Honey Shabbat. Honey Shabbat. Kabbalah. Oy v'shalom ateret ba'ala. Gam besimcha u'zahala. Toch emunei am sekula. Oy chala. Oy chala. Oy chala. Come on, everybody, put your hands together. Come on. Honey Shabbat. Honey Shabbat. Honey Shabbat.
When he was 8 years old, Joshua Nelson discovered an album by Mahalia Jackson, the Queen of Gospel, in his grandparents' record collection, and he fell in love with her singing. During his teens and early 20s, he became widely celebrated as a gospel singer, continuing Jackson's legacy. Born and raised Jewish, he continued studies of Judaism, including 2 years in college and on a kibbutz program in Israel, and he clarified his understanding that throughout history, Jews had always integrated Jewish law and religious practices with the cultural context in which they lived. For example, as Joshua points out, any ethnic style of cuisine can be Jewish if it's kosher. Upon his return from Israel, Joshua began to apply this understanding to music, beginning what has been called a revolution in Jewish music by combining Jewish liturgical lyrics with one of America's best-known indigenous musical forms. Thus, kosher gospel music was born. For Joshua Nelson, kosher gospel is a way to claim both parts of his identity as a Black Jew. For his audiences, whatever their faith or heritage, kosher gospel has been a revelation. Now in his early 30s, Joshua has performed all around the world for presidents, congregations, major music festivals, and for Oprah, who named him the next big thing back in 2004. He has produced a stellar album called Mi Chamocha, sung with stars from Aretha stars like Aretha Franklin to the Klezmatics, and served as the subject of an acclaimed documentary film, Keep On Walking. Joshua also passes on this musical gift as an artist in residence at Jewish congregations across the country, including his home synagogue of Temple Shari Tefillah Israel, a Reform congregation in South Orange, where he taught Hebrew school for 15 years. And Josh, if I'm correct, your Hebrew school teacher is here? Yes, she came to visit and be part of our congregation tonight, so we certainly welcome. Whatever the venue, Joshua Nelson, the Prince of Kosher Gospel, brings people and cultures together in joyous song. We hope you enjoy tonight's Shabbat services. We'll continue with the Chatzi Kaddish.
Page 144, and please rise.
Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabba V'alma divrach hiruti v'yamlich malchutei V'chai yichol v'yamichon Uv'chayei jechol b'id Yisrael Bagala Uv'izman kariv v'yimeru Amen Yehish miraba mivora, me'olam ulol me'yol maya, yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitba'ar, v'yitruma, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadal, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemit kudeshav brivu, le'ela min kobrchata v'shirata. Tush mechai tovit nechemata, damiran v'alma, v'miru, amen.
Let us read together on page 145. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer on the mystery of a withered leaf, on the ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days. Lest my day be today as the one before, lest my routine set my ways.
We continue with the Baruch Hu, page 146.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamivoro Baruch Adonai Rak Le'am Vayei. Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu, et Adonai. Let us all worship, let us all worship the one to let us all worship, the one to whom
Page 151, we read responsibly. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol.
All these things your Torah gives to us.
And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives.
What could be a truer token of your abiding love?
Than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form.
Baruch atah Adonai,
Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam
You may be seated and we'll continue chanting together.
V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lechtecha b'derech u'mshachbecha u'v'kumecha u'mshartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotavot bein einecha u'chtabtam al mezuzot beitecha u'v'ishkarecha leman tizkiru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim le'Elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim li'od lachem Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem. We're going to continue with Micha Mocha, page 158.
Oh, me, oh, me, Aroha, Ineda. Oh, me, I be. No road to hero. Oh, say one more time. Oh, me. Yeah, yeah, me. I live no road to hero. Oh, say, who is like thee? Strong and mighty. Who is like thee? Mighty and true. Who is like thee? Strong and mighty. Mikamoha. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, me. Mikamoha. Ahimara. Oh, me, yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, me, come on, Who is like thee? Mighty and true. Who is like thee? Strong and mighty. Become more high.
Well, we certainly hope that you are enjoying a very typical Friday night here at Har Shalom. And now we will enjoy the beauty of Hashkivenu.
Page 160. We change gears ever so slightly. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamitinu malkeinu l'chayim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamitinu Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamitinu malkeinu l'chayim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom.
Page 161 together. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise us up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim.
Our service continues with the chanting of Vishamru, page 162.
Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'doratam barit olam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'doratam barit olam. B'nei Uvein, b'nei Yisrael, b'nei Yisrael, ohi le'olam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Eshet Yami Asa Adonai Asa Adonai Et Hashemayim Ve'Haaretz Ve'Shamru V'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot
Shabbat לדורות ברית עולם.
וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת. לעשות השבת דורתם ברית עולם.
We rise for the Amidah, page 164.
Adonai, sifatai tifto, Ofi yagid tahilatecha Adonai sifatai 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 tifto Ofi yagid tahilatecha Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Ve'imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yitzchak Ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor VeHaNorah, El Elyon Gomel HaSedim Tovim. Vekone hakko, vezoche chastei. Avot ve'imahot. Umevi geula alif ne'evane. Ema ha'shema be'ahava. Elko zehovo shir magin. Ato Adonai Makin Avraham Bezrat Sarah לעולם אדוני, מחכה הכל התברר להושיע.
מחכה חיים בחסד, וחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, צומח נופלים ורופא חולים. Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hakol.
And you may all be seated. Page 173, we read together. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 177. Together, God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer our thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulacha na'eh lehodot.
Page 178, Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. V'tov be'einecha livarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam.
We've come to that time in our service when we actually ask you not to quiet your spirits, only your voices. For this is a time when we turn inward to our thoughts of our minds and hearts with gratitude for having survived, perhaps celebrated, enjoyed, or was faced with multiple challenges of the past week. So we pause to offer thanks. For whatever the week brought us, we are ultimately grateful for life, what we choose to do with life, what it brings us, and how we deal with it. Well, that is up to us, and we come here each and every week to find the strength to cope or the gratitude to say thank you. We realize that we do not live in a world at peace. In fact, all around us there are those who are suffering, hurting, they are hungry, they are prone to accidents, they are suffering from the ravages of war. That is why each and every Shabbat is here to remind us of our priorities: song, voice, prayer, gratitude, our thank you for life. We pause for a few moments.
pray that these things never end. The sand and the sea, the roars of the water, the cry of the heavens, the prayer of my heart, the sand and the sea, the roar of the water, of the heavens, the prayer. My heart and oh, ye go every night.
Many of you know the members of our choir, but you don't know the members of Joshua Nelson's choir. Lorene, wave, Jacinda, May, Maya, sorry, Michael, and Chad, you're over there, all right? Welcome very much.
Incidentally, we are often asked, Rabbi, is clapping permitted in the sanctuary? And the answer is absolutely. It was permissible in the temple of old, and if they could do it, so can we, but with greater heart and greater spirit. And indeed, there are many who deserve it tonight. Well, that beautiful prayer, Eli, Eli, oh my God. So we raise our voices to that God once again, this time for those who need extra prayers, for healing. It is our tradition every Shabbat to pause just to remember those who may need some extra prayers, extra thoughts, and the feelings from community. If you would like to share the name out loud, that is permissible to do so. If you'd like to say it within your heart, then we'll pause for a few moments. There is no particular order, and names can run in between and overlap each other. Our prayers are still filled with the hope of recovery. Together we say, Baruch atah Adonai, Rofeh HaCholim, blessed is God, from where the source of healing flows. Amen.
Last year, we prepared Lean On Me to do with our choir and the gospel group that had joined us. And this year, we prepared 2 songs, and then Kol Anashim, Josh's group, was going to sing 1 song for you. This first one is Stand By Me. I sent the music to Josh, and Josh says, it's Stand By Me by Benny King. He says, I don't need the music to my cousin's song. So, but I need the words, and I kind of need a microphone to make it work for me. So. And join us as soon as you all know the melody. So just help me out here, because this is so not my groove. It's not my thing, but I'm going to try really, really hard. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Whoa, stand by me. Oh, darling, won't you stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. Darling, stand by me. Whoa, stand by me. Oh, darling, won't you stand by me? So, darling, darling, stand by me. Whoa, stand by me. Oh, won't you stand by me? So, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, darling, won't you stand by me? Stand by me. Oh, by me. Oh, darling, won't you stand by me? Woo! And the next one is It Don't Cost Me Much. Mr. Nelson, take it away.
Smile when you're happy. Hold a smile when you're sad. To the pleasing when you're mistreated. Because when you're mad. Be forgiving when someone abuse you. For the good Lord knows what's up. Live right each day and smile on your way and it don't cost very much. Oh, the smile when you're happy. Oh, the smile when you're sad. To the pleasing when you're mistreated. Because when you're mad, be forgiving. Somebody abuse you, for the good Lord look for some. Live right each day and smile on your way, and it don't cost very much. Oh, it don't cost very much. Oh, to play a gentle time and to give a glass of water. Oh, to a person in need of sign. Oh, you may not be an angel, and you may not go to temple, but the good you do will come on back to you, and it don't very much. Help the cripple by the wayside. Help the blind man across the street. Speak kindly to your neighbor. Speak politely to those you meet. Oh, to the blind man, give him glasses. To the crippled man, give him a car. As you do for yourself, you can do for someone. it don't cost very much. Oh, it don't cost very much. Oh, to be a gentle time and to give a glass of water to a person in need of sun. Oh, you may not be an angel, and you may not go to temple, but the good you do will come on back to you, and it don't cost. It don't cost very much. Takes a gentle touch. Takes a gentle touch. Give a glass of water. Give a glass of water to a person in need of such. Person in need of such. Oh, you may not be an angel, and you may not go to temple, but the good you do will come back to you, and it don't very much. All right. Oh, hey.
Down by the Riverside is next. You all know it. Please join us. Josh, you start. Lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside and study war no more. I ain't gonna 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 study war no more. Study war no more.
Well, I'm going down to Harshla.
Down by the riverside.
Oh, yeah.
Down by the riverside.
Oh,
Down
yeah.
by the riverside.
I'm going down to Harshla.
Down by the riverside.
Ain't going steady.
Study war no more.
Well, I ain't going steady.
Study war no more.
Uh-oh,
Study
study.
war no more.
Ain't going steady.
Study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Study war no more.
Oh, ain't going steady.
Study war. Switching to Hebrew. Lo yisagoyel goy cherem.
Lo
Yimadu
yimadu
milchama.
Lo
Lo yimadu milchama. Lo yimadu milchama. Lo yisagoyel goy cherem. Yimadu milchama. Lo yimadu milchama. Lo yilmedu od 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 milchama.
Oh,
Well, Cantor, I just want you to know a miracle has occurred here this evening. Not only through the music, but someone actually just leaned over and said, "Rabbi, can the service be a little longer tonight?" It's a miracle. Well, we do continue now. Page 586 with the Aleinu. I'd ask you all to please rise. Sarah, I'm going to ask you to come forward and open the ark, please.
Aleinu leshabeach Adonai kol, la'ateit gedula liyotzei reshit, shelo asanu hidui ha'aratzot, v'lo samadu mishpot alama, shelo sam elkeinu b'ahem, v'lo aleinu yevo hamonam, v'anachnu orim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. V'nehemar, Adonai, Yimelech ha'aretz, v'yom hahu, v'yom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo,
And I'm going to ask that we please remain standing, for at this time in our service, as we do each and every time we come together as a community, we remember those who are no longer present physically, but who remain very much alive within our hearts and within our memories. On this Shabbat, we commemorate the anniversaries of those who died at this season, their yortzites, as we remember Eric Adler, Helen Apfelberg, Joel Bender, Ruth Coleman, Joseph Essenfeld, Pearl Freed, Harvey Goralnik, Herman Jacob, Barry Kay, Tila Kingley, Miriam Clear, Cheryl Larkey, Louise Spitz-Lehman, Charles Miller, Harriet Palin, Jack Prentice, Charles Rubin, Leonard Schwartzstein, Minnie Topol, Lawrence Wasserstein, and Ida Young. If there is anyone here that is remembering a yortzeit and would like to add their name now, please feel free to do so.
My mother.
And we remember those who have been taken from us in the most recent of days: Phil Platzman, uncle of Jamie Berger, and a loss in our rabbinic community this past day, Dr. David Weisberg. Together, all of those names are commingled with those we have loved and we have lost, together with those in the armed services, both here in America, serving abroad, and in the Israel Defense Forces, all who have given their lives so that we may live in freedom. Together, we recite the Kaddish prayer, page 598. Yitkada v'yitkada shemei Rabbah, v'yama divra kirute v'yamlich malchute, v'hayechona v'yomechona v'chayetechol beit Yisrael, v'adala v'zman kari v'meru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam amei amaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudusha b'richu, le'alam mim kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, damiran b'alma v'yimeru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah mim shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru amen. Ose shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imaru. Amen. We pray that the source of peace will send peace to all who mourn and comfort all the bereaved among us, as we all say.
Amen.
Amen. You may be seated. It is now my pleasure to call upon the president of our congregation, Dr. Ed Adler, to share with you some words of welcome and some upcoming announcements.
You don't want to hear that. I sat in the back tonight so I could take this all in. Sarah, congratulations to you and your family. I know you have a lot of people with you here now, and there'll be even more tomorrow. Who's providing the music tomorrow night? I was thinking maybe Matisse Yahoo is gonna show up for you. Joshua, can you come up here so everybody can get a frontal view of the Prince of Kosher Gospel? Thank you very much for joining us tonight. You've certainly added to our service and our lives, and we'd love to have you back here, except tomorrow night, Matisse. I don't think he's going to want to share this. But thank you very much. So there is a lot going on here at Temple Har Shalom. And right now I am bouncing my imaginary basketball left-handed through my legs because we have our fundraising raffle this year is a trip to the Final Four, which involves seeing both semifinal games and the final games, 4 nights in New Orleans. The tickets are available here in the temple. On Tuesday night, Rabbi Muznitsky's class, Jews, Views, and the News, Modern Problems, and Jewish Answers. On March 12th, Maureen Dowd will be here. Ms. Dowd is a columnist for the New York Times, writes on Sundays and Wednesdays, I believe. And following that, on March 17th, which in some cultures is a day of drinking, we are having a kosher wine tasting. Last year, the Merlot was pretty good. And I'm sure I'm leaving out a couple of things, so I'll leave it to you, Rabbi. Shabbat Shalom. I'll see everybody in the back after services.
Well, we are not only honored by our incredible guests and their voices, but some special guests who are with us in our congregation. A special Shabbat Shalom to our colleague and guest, Rabbi Joe Foreman from Congregation Or Hadash in Flemington, Clinton. We are thrilled that you and your congregation have come to join us. And Reverends Tom Peters and Barbara Peters, who have joined us. They wanted to see a typical Shabbat service, and we said, please come tonight. So we are thrilled. Truly, I think all of us are finding the words. We have never really experienced such an incredible Shabbat of music and spirit as Joshua Nelson, his choir, and our choir, together with Cantor Berman, have brought us today. But this is really only a little taste of what is to come. We are excited to announce that next March 8th, 9th, and 10th of the year 2013, Joshua will return with his entire entourage for the weekend in celebration of the 20th anniversary of Cantor Berman. So we are very excited. It will be a very exciting time. And now it really is a joy to welcome forward Joshua to share a few words with us about what it means particularly not only to join us here at Temple Har Shalom on this mountain, but to describe the many mountains that have been climbed in honor of Black History Month. So Joshua, welcome.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I would like to, just if Mrs. Elizabeth Best could stand in the room. She was not only my Hebrew school teacher, but also my Hebrew school administrator, and I worked for 15, 16 years under Betsy. And she's very dear to me and my family. You know, I know you know that I'm Jewish, but I didn't know if you knew that I was black, too. And, you know, Betsy was one thing about our synagogue, all synagogues must answer the call to the congregants that it's serving. And my call and my quest for help was definitely answered at Sherry Tefillah Israel in the embodiment of Elizabeth Best. When I came to Sherry Tefillah, I was this ultra-Orthodox kid with payas and sitiot, walking around with black hat and black suit, and was wondering why no one else was at the Reformed Synagogue on 432 Scotland Road. And being black and Jewish had me going up and down emotionally and trying to find who I was. And I really thank Betsy for spending a lot of the time just giving me guidance. And some of the things, my crazy Facebook posts are because of Mrs. Best. But Black History Month is really the history of the world. It's not just from 1500s on, the slavery, not just African Americans, but it's the birth of the world. Black is not even a color. It's a shade. It's the combination of all colors. You've never seen a black in a rainbow. And you don't see white in the rainbow either because there's no color line. And so I know it's cliche to say the world is black and white, but it really is. It's so black because once we all put our colors together like the rainbow, we will all be black. But then we'll all be white because it makes no sense to pay attention to the colors that we see, and we all will see our humanity. And that's the most important thing about it. And I'm happy to be a Reformed Jew because I wish I knew as much as I do now than I did when I was teaching Hebrew, and I would have even been able to encourage my Hebrew school kids even more. I see the choir on the stage. Christians, Jews, it doesn't even matter. Sometimes I think the most question I get is, how far did your Judaism go back? Well, just as back as anybody else's. Judaism isn't a race, it's a culture, it's a religion, and it's a common shared bond. And I guess the whole thing of why are we Jews and why are we even identifying as Jews? So that we can speak to the world and bring the world together as one. Ushemo echad, Ushemo echad, and his name shall be one when we are all one. Shabbat Shalom.
I'd like to say, Joshua, that you could get comfortable, but I need you back at the piano, because our closing song is Adon Olam, page 625.
And while Joshua is making his way there, one of the newest members of our family made it possible for Joshua to be with us tonight, and that is our administrator, Allison Neufeld. A very special Toda Rabah, Allison.
I'll get hit. Where's Allison at? I almost forgot Allison. I couldn't forget Allison because if it wasn't for Allison, I wouldn't even know where Har Shalom was. But I would like to thank Allison. She also worked with me at the Hebrew school for 15, 16 years. Okay, I'm going to say 12 years because y'all going to start putting together my age and everything. But thank you, Allison.
Allison made the shidduch. She and Joshua are very close friends, so thank you. Adon Olam, page 625. Everybody stand up so you can at least move. Get out of those chairs.
Oh, Adonolam,
Adonolam,
Hashem Allah,
Hashem Allah,
B'terem kol,
Terem Kol,
Yatinira,
Tinira,
Eina, Sabich Kol, Samelech Shemonikra,
Adonolam,
Be'achare,
Bihu,
Kikonako, Levadu, Yimlok Nora, Behuha, Behuha, Behu Kiep, Petifa, Adonolam,
Adonolam,
Shemla,
Hashem Allah,
B'terem kol,
Terem Kol,
Yatinira,
Tinira,
Eina, Sabich Kol, Samelech Shemonika,
Adonolam,
Behu Echad, Behin Shani, Beham Shilo, Behakbira, Belirishit, Belitach, Belohaos, Beham Yisrael, Adonolam, Hashem La,
Hashem Allah,
B'terem kol,
Terem Kol,
Yatinira,
Tinira,
Reina, Sabich Kol, Samelech Shemonika,
Adonolam,
Behu Eli,
Bihu,
Bechai Goli,
Bihu,
Betzucheti, Beitzara, Behu Nisi, Umanofi, Nakosi, Beomeka,
Adonolam,
Adonolam, Shamla, B'terem kol,
Terem Kol,
Yatinira,
Tinira,
Eina, Sabich Kol, Samelech Shemonika,
Adonolam,
Beyado, Achid Ruchi, Beit Isha, Be'a'ila, Behim Luhi, Be'viati, Adonali, Eloheha, Adonolam, Shamla, Terem kol,
Terem Kol,
Yatinira,
Tinira,
Eina, Sabich Kol, Samelech Shemonikra,
Shabbat Shalom. If all the young children can come join us on the Bima for Motzi. Everybody under the age of 10. Come on and join us from the Bima for Motzi. Under the age of 10. 10 and under.
Adonolam, Hashem La, Terem kol, Yatinira, Reina, Sabich Kol, Samelech Shemonika,
Shabbat Shalom. Please join me in the Motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon.
And please join us for our Oneg Shabbat in the rear of the sanctuary.
Shabbat Shalom. Yay. It's fun, yeah? my goodness. It's awesome.